Today I am sharing how I reversed my type 2 diabetes in 3 months without medication. I'm super excited to be sharing this video.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if
I got a request for this video. Some notes because I started my journey over 5 years ago. I'm not going to BS you. I'm going to tell you what I did. I'm going to share pictures of how much weight I lost, the blood work results. I'm just going to share it all, the ups, the downs, and let's get right into it. So I want to start with saying that I got a phone call from my doctor. It really scared the crap out of me, and I was filled with so many emotions, and I didn't really know what to do, right? So I just started allowing myself, I guess, to process all this, and it didn't happen overnight. On July 1st, 2016, I was just terrified, and so I told the doctor, give me 3 months. Give me 3 months. I'll just quit sugar. And believe me, I was addicted to sugar, and I did it. I started praying, God, help me through this. Help me through this. And it just happened. I reversed my type 2 diabetes by giving up sugar cold turkey. If you're addicted to something, you know how hard it is to do something like that, right? So you're going to have to sacrifice. And before you just say, okay, I don't want to sacrifice, and you jump off on this from this video, just listen, just hear me out. You might find something that can help you. So when I tested on June 30th, 2016, my A1C was 6.8, type 2 diabetes. My dad was type 2 diabetic. My dad had so many health problems, so many health issues. This really scared me. It terrified me into just wanting to work on my health. So I retested in 2016 again, and my A1C was 6.2. And the doctor said, congratulations, you're no longer diabetic, even though that still put me in the range of high risk for type 2 diabetes. But I knew that I could do better. So the next time I tested again was in November 2017. I lowered my A1C to 5.3 in a normal, healthy range. It can be done. No BS. It can be done. Then November 29th, 2018, it went up a little bit, 5.6, but I was still below 5.7, still in a healthy range. November 2019, I did not test. I didn't get blood work done. Then roll around, we know what happened in 2020, right? Okay, so those 2 years did not get done. I retested July 29th, 2021, and my AC1 went back down to 5.4, which is phenomenal. And so my cholesterol, okay? On June 30th, 2016, when I tested, it was high. I was out of range. It was 221. And when I retested again in 2016, I had gotten it back in range, 184. And my HDL, which is the good cholesterol, is really good. So the doctor's like, your A1C, your cholesterol is in a really good, healthy range. The first thing I did was, number one, was I quit sugar. Cold turkey. Now, you may not want to do this. This may be too hard for you. Just start small. Take small steps. Give up, maybe if you're drinking regular Coke, give up Coke, give up soft drinks. Replace some sweet that you love, a treat that you love, with a piece of fruit or something healthy. I went from not eating to making sure that I ate. Got an app. So that's my second tip. Was I started eating. I was a big on skipping meals. I would always skip meals, and I was sleep deprived because I was giving of myself to other people, to my family, to my children, and I didn't take care of my health. It's my own fault, no one else's fault but my own. So I own that. And the same thing with getting healthy. I own that I did it on my own. No one helped me. I, just started doing research. What food should I eat? Which food should I not eat? And I tell you, it was overwhelming. And I cried, and I went through about three and a half weeks, I think, of sugar withdrawals. So I'm not telling you that it's going to be easy. No BS. You're going to have to make sacrifices. But you love or worth it. Your health is worth it. You deserve to be healthy. And I so want you to be healthy. I'm here. I'm cheering you on. So I started eating, making sure I ate healthy choices, because, I could skip eating all day and just eat junk food, cakes, desserts. And because I was sleep deprived, I would crave the carbs. I would crave that sugar. I wanted that fix. That was my comforter. It was so familiar to me. I had a lot of childhood trauma. I got married when I was 16 years old. I was mentally and physically abused. Just a little bit of my backstory. It can give you a high, and I know that from quitting sugar and then starting to eat it again, and you feel giddy and high. I also gave up alcohol before I even started, before I knew I was type 2 diabetic, I should say, because I have rosacea, so my face would get bright red. But before that, alcohol started making me really tired, really sleepy, and I just didn't want to drink it anymore. And at my heaviest I was probably 235, 245-ish. I stopped stepping on the scale. I'm going to include pictures of everything because I want you to see the journey. I want you to see that it can be done. And at one point I got too skinny, I got too thin. It did not look good for my 5'9.5" height. Yeah, and I am small bones. I used to tell myself I was big boned. Nope. No, I am not. And you'll see by the photos how thin I got. Number 3, I made healthy choices. And I didn't grow up with my family feeding me a lot of junk food. They didn't have the money for that, so they didn't buy junk food. So I would spend my babysitting money on junk food, on sugar, on candy, and I grew up very thin, so I would want to gain weight, so people would stop tasing me, so I would eat ice cream for breakfast. Yes, not good, not smart, not wise, don't do it. So I started eating things like salmon, and for me a salad was always a diet food, and I would load that baby with ranch dressing and cheese and all that stuff. No. Now when I make salad, I use extra virgin olive oil, and I just put all the spices on it because I actually love the salads now. Salads are so good. They're delicious. So I started eating salmon, salads, healthy fats. If you grew up like me in the 80s, you did not eat fat. You were told, no, don't eat it, it's bad for you. Don't eat avocados, don't eat raw nuts, don't eat seeds, because it's bad for you. But that's BS. So I actually lowered my cholesterol by eating tons of healthy fats. So to recap, I'm getting off track. I ate salmon, salads, veggies, low starch veggies, Ezekiel toast, which you can buy in the frozen section. It is a sprouted grain bread. It is, I was gonna say delicious, but I've gotten to where it is delicious now, because if you just eat it plain, it tastes like cardboard. So I use ghee, clarified butter. I butter that bread after I toast it. The Ezekiel bread, or Garden of Life, I think is the other one. Then I'll put some vegan mayonnaise on there and some eggs, because I eat eggs. I eat egg whites, or some avocado, or you can make it like a pizza, whatever you want to do with it. Make it healthy. What else did I eat? I would measure. I was really strict on myself because I was going to reverse my type 2 diabetes. There was nothing that was going to stop me. So I would measure my blueberries. If I was making a smoothie, protein smoothie, vegan protein smoothie, have a couple blueberries, and if I put strawberries in it, I would read the back. If it was like 10 strawberries were a serving or a cup, I would eat half of that. I never cut chocolate out of my diet. I ate good, bittersweet, dark chocolate. If a serving was 20 chocolate chips, I would measure out 20 chocolate chips, and I would split that up throughout the day. Okay? And then I got to where I started eating too much chocolate. So sometimes I would eat some lentils, and if it was a cup was a serving, I'd maybe eat half a cup. I also started exercising. I started exercising before I found out I was type 2 diabetic. You know how it feels when you're overweight and you just feel so bad about yourself. You just don't feel like, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, some points in my life I felt like I didn't want to go on, but I'm happy that I did. I'm happy that I didn't quit on myself. So I started incorporating exercise. I started making it a part of my daily lifestyle. And almost 6 years later, I am still exercising.
Oh, hey. Hey.
But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again.
If you have bad knees like me or neck pain like I do, find something that you can do, because your body is going to thank you for it. I started out walking. I didn't have a gym membership at the time. I would walk, and sometimes I would try to hit those 7,000, 10,000 steps. And at first it was, just walking around my block and stuff like that. Or I have a mini trampoline, a rebounder. So I used to have a stability bar. So I would hold on to the bar because I was overweight and I didn't want to hurt myself. And I would just walk on the mini trampoline. And then I got to where I love hula hooping, and I bought a hula hoop when my youngest was younger. My youngest child was younger, like in elementary school. And I tell you, I could not get the hang of the thing. No matter how much I tried, I couldn't do it. Oh, I started my health journey at the age of 53. That's when I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. 53 years old. I am now 58 years old, and I will be turning 59 in 5 months, okay? Had to count. I'm like, what month are we in now? Because, right, it's all blending together sometimes. I started healing from trauma, and I started eating sugar again. So it's been like this, right? I go up, and then I go down and up and down, because it's really easy to return to something that's familiar when you have gone through, and most of us have gone through some kind of trauma. So it's easy to want to return to that, or sometimes sometimes I'm going to put these down because I'm tired of holding these. Sometimes it's self-sabotage. We feel like, because I remember being somewhere and I was with my husband. I don't know, I was mad about something, and I was on my weight loss journey, and I lost all this weight, and then we were at this Christmas party, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just eating this sugar. Screw it. I don't care. I'm just going to eat this. I was punishing myself. It was self-punishment. I was angry at myself about something. So it's so easy to revert to the old habits. And, I'm now 58, and I gave up sugar officially 30 days ago. once again, I gave it up because I just don't want it. I knew that it's destroying my health and dealing with GERD, severe acid reflux, and bloating. I know sugar is not the answer. Eating too much chocolate is not the answer. I don't drink caffeine for that reason, because it can flare up acid reflux, but that's a whole nother subject, and I don't want to get off track because I'm forgetting what I'm going to say. Oh, sugar. Yeah. So I guess I'm not out of the foggy stage just yet. But no, I'm really feeling good. I really feel fantastic. I tell you, I feel great. For someone that is addicted to sugar, if you can just eat one of something and not hog the whole pack to yourself, that is a win. So in 30 days, I had 2 Goldberg eggs by choice, and I'm feeling so much better. It can be done. It can be done. Don't give up on yourself. If you're just starting, I'm here for you, and just comment below. Let me know. Let me know if you're just starting, if you have reversed your type 2 diabetes in the past. And I'm very fortunate that even though I got off track, that I didn't, and have it again. And the fact that it's at 5.4 right now, last year. So I'll be retesting in November again. I think it's November that I tested last year. I thank you for being here. I thank you for joining me. It truly makes me happy. It truly does. And if you have a request for another video, just put it in the comments, because if it's something that I can share, something that I can help you with, I am more than happy to do that. Thank you. Have a beautiful, amazing day. Know that you can do this. Believe in yourself. Take that first step. I did a lot of visualizing because when I was overweight, it was hard to see myself as a thin person. But you can do that. It can be done. I believe in you. Thank you. Have a beautiful day. God bless.